Tyler, thank you for taking time with us off the Block blog. Let's start with this tournament. You guys dispatched George Mason in quick fashion last night. A little bit more of a challenge tonight, but still swept Loyola Chicago. What are your takeaways from these two matches?
Well, two different things. I mean, the first night we had a lot of great service pressure against George Mason. They ended up having a different lineup in. We beat them pretty well in the first two sets, and they had a different lineup in the third that challenged us, and we had to make some adjustments. But we were kind of in control of the match, I felt, the whole way. And then tonight, first set, same thing, and then second, third sets was just battle. I thought both teams played really well, and Loyola played great, and we had to really compete. And that's something we're trying to work on, competing as a group. And so I thought we did a good job of that tonight.
For a good portion of this match, and you guys held Loyola Chicago in negative territory, and they ended up hitting under 100. What was the key to that success?
There's a lot of keys. I mean, every day in the gym, we're working hard, trying to get better. Guys are making a lot of plays out there, a lot of good serves. And you know, we've been doing a nice job of keeping the opponent's hitting percentage down all year, if you want to get into the stats. But the guys played hard, made a lot of plays, and served really well.
You guys have already clinched a MPSF tournament bid, but I'm sure you guys have your sights further out. What is the mentality for the rest of the season?
Yeah, just take it one game at a time. I mean, MPSF we got a really tough test next week. We got Northridge on Friday, Sacred Heart on Saturday. And you know, every match is a grind, especially MPSF, and the way out-of-conference matches are really, really important. Which, you know, maybe throughout the course of, you know, MPSF history, they haven't been as important. But we know they're really important now. We want to win as many of those matches as we can. So we're gonna take it one match at a time. We got a tough test at Northridge. They're always really good, especially at home. And you know, they probably didn't play as well as they wanted to this weekend, so they're gonna be ready to go. They're gonna put some work in and be ready to go. So.
Do you have any comments on the surprise of the night that Ohio State got swept by Irvine in Columbus?
Yeah, I think Ohio State has put together a really impressive run. I'm not sure the last time the team's won 42 straight matches, and they're a great team, and they're going to be great. I'm assuming they're going to qualify for the Final Four. Even if they don't win their tournament, they'll probably get the bid, and they're going to be great at home. So I think that this will be, you know, I think sometimes losses are good, and they'll probably learn from it. And, you know, Irvine is a tough team. I mean, we've had a couple real tough battles against them. They're physical. They can do a lot of things from the end line. They got a lot of talent on that roster, so it doesn't surprise me. I mean, I think if Ohio State was in our conference, there'd be a battle just like it would, you know, every night in their conference, every night in our conference. There's a lot of really good talent across the country, I think, in the recent years.
A couple of weeks ago, news broke that you accepted the assistant position at Nebraska. Can you walk us through that decision process? What was the reason that ultimately you pulled the trigger on taking that deal?
Nebraska's a great opportunity. I'm really excited to work with their staff and John Cook. I'm very excited to work at a place that volleyball is so, you know, passionate and important to the city and important to the fans and the university. And so I'm very excited about that opportunity. And it was an incredibly emotional decision for me. It was difficult, and I'm excited about it. I'm very grateful to Nebraska and Long Beach for working out a way that we can, you know, I can in part be a part of this this season with the men. It's a unique thing that, you know, I'm a men's coach in the middle of men's season going to a girls program. Usually things happen a little quicker, but usually it's girls programs both in the off season, you know, and they're shifting back and forth. So I'm just really grateful to John Cook and Nebraska for allowing it to happen. And but it was incredibly difficult, and I'm very grateful to you know, the national team and the positions that I've been available to be a part of with them. And that was really difficult to leave that as well. So it was a little bit bittersweet, but I'm really excited about the opportunity and looking forward to a new challenge.
We note that there is already some MPSF flavor on that team. Kayla Vanworth was a volunteer assistant last season at Pepperdine. Was she part of the recruitment process as well?
Yeah, I mean, everybody was. I went out there on an interview and got to see what a great university it is and all the support. They got a great support staff there. And, Coach Cook does a great job of presenting a good front and showing you what he's got and what the program's got. And so I was very excited. My wife was, she kind of knew it was a professional decision for me, but she was supportive either way. But she's excited to get to Nebraska. And Kayla was, part of that whole thing. Obviously, my wife played with Kayla for 5 years on the national team, and I've known Kayla for 5 years from the national team. So or 6 years, I guess, since she graduated Nebraska. So that was kind of nice to know somebody on staff and be able to have some connection there.
What commonalities and what differences do you see or foresee on coaching the women's side versus the men's side?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of differences. I think that I think the season is so different. You don't get to ramp up. You have this break, and then August, boom, your double days, where we get to kind of train the off season, figure some stuff out. So that'll be unique. Obviously, recruiting is just a completely different animal. At Long Beach here, we've been taking a lot of steps towards the women's game in terms of trying to do our best to get ahead of the game anyway, and get going on some kids earlier. But that's going to be a big learning experience. The travel, I think, will be unique. I think the Big Ten travel, flying on planes everywhere, instead of renting a van from Enterprise or taking a Lugs bus, which we've been fortunate enough to have great travel the last couple of years in Long Beach here. But those will all be new challenges. I think, and also being a part of that crowd. That city is so supportive, and it's a fun, intense environment. So we're not used to those types of crowds, so that'll be different as well.
Are you going to try to get Nebraska to launch a men's team to join the MVB?
Absolutely not. I'll have as much as I can handle on my plate, and we'll try to just do the best I can with their team.
Well, thank you for taking time with us off the Block blog. Good luck the rest of the season, both here in Long Beach and in Lincoln.
No problem. Appreciate what you guys do.